Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm back with the airup water bottle. This water bottle has scented pods that supposedly trick your brain into thinking you're actually drinking flavored water when you're just drinking regular water with a scent on top of it. But does it really work? Let's find out in today's video. All right, I just unboxed this and here's how that went. All right, let's open up the airup. Now I paid 40 bucks for that. That included the 3 flavor pods plus the favorite 5. So all this was $40. Lots of packaging, lots of packaging. So we've got a quick start guide, very important. Very wide user manual, very interesting. All right, that seems like a lot for just a water bottle. Wow, okay. It's well packaged, I'll give them that, well packaged. And here it is. Now the claims of this bottle allows you to sip plain water, but through the science of retronasal smell, your brain interprets the smell as flavor, allowing you to experience flavors such as cucumber, mango, passion fruit, and more. Now I didn't see this on Amazon, so I don't have any pros and cons there to mention, but reviews online seem to be kind of mixed about it, so I'm gonna have to see what I think about it. I'm gonna wash this out, read these over, and then get started. This is actually the 3rd retronasal perception product that I reviewed. The first one was the Right Cup, which was a scented cup. I didn't think worked very well. The other one was Tasty Tabs, which were tabs that we put on hard seltzer to enhance the flavor. I didn't think that worked very well either. So I have high hopes that this one can break the streak and actually work. Now to assemble this, all you're supposed to do really is just place the straw in there and kind of squeeze it into place. That's just like that. Then what you're supposed to do, here we go, is I got these flavor pods here. I'm gonna open this up and there we go. This is supposed to be cherry flavored, so hopefully it is. Or I guess cherry scented. They say flavor, but it really is a scent. There we go. All right, now we're supposed to take this out of here. And then what we're supposed to do is kind of put this, this point down right here. Slide it onto the bottle itself. Then you're supposed to pull it up to activate. Just like that, I think. All right, so I'm kind of rooting for the airup. I haven't had a lot of luck with the Tasty Tabs and the Right Cup, so I'm hoping that 3rd time's the charm. But on the other hand, you'll get an honest opinion because this is not a sponsored post. Oh, 2 more things before I start is that number 1, you're not supposed to tip it back. I'm not sure why, but you're supposed to just drink it through it like a straw. And number 2, you're supposed to get air bubbles, so if you don't get air bubbles, you're probably doing something wrong. So here we go, first test. I do taste something. Is it cherry? I'm not really sure. Well, I mean, I feel like I do taste something, so I'm impressed about that, but I'm not impressed by the taste that I'm tasting. I got some plain water here to compare to. Let me just drink out of the solo cup here. Plain water. If what I'm tasting is supposed to be the flavor I'm getting, I'm not really impressed by that. I mean, I do taste it. I'm impressed by that, but I'm not impressed by the flavor. Let me try a different flavor here. Try the orange vanilla swirl here. Well, that smells like a creamsicle, so hopefully this one tastes a little bit better. That cherry was like it was like a chemical cherry. It wasn't very good. All right, so I'm pressing it down and then pulling it up to activate it. Here we go. Well, it's better, and I do taste it. Is it great? I'm not sure yet. Let me keep trying. That's weird. I really do taste something this time. Unlike the others that I've tried, I didn't taste anything. Here, I do feel like I actually taste something. Now the problem is I'm not really impressed by the taste I'm getting. This one is much better than the cherry. The cherry just was, it was more like just a chemical flavor with a little bit of cherry in the background. At first I thought maybe I was just tasting some residual bottle taste, but I did wash it out pretty good. And what I'm tasting on this pod is different than I tasted with the cherry. So I don't think I was tasting the bottle. I think I just don't like this flavor. Let's keep trying. Orange vanilla swirl. It's there, it's mild, it's a very mild flavor. I wouldn't say this is that bad. I mean, I'm not a fond of the cherry, but this isn't bad. And it's certainly different. I mean, I do taste something. Honestly, I'm not real fond of all those bubbles in there. It's like when you have a straw that's punctured and it has that kind of bubbly feeling, that's kind of the sensation of it. So I understand that the bubbles need to be there, but it's not really a sensation I like. All right, so I think that so far of these two, the orange vanilla swirl and the cherry, this one's clearly better. Let me try another one. How about some watermelon? Let's try that one. Placing it on the top, pulling it up to activate. Fingers crossed, I like this one even better. Wow, it's weird because unlike the right cup and the tasty tabs where I really felt like I was just tasting and smelling two different things, I really do feel like there's a taste. I just haven't got a taste I like yet. This is kind of like a chemical watermelon taste. Just to make sure that I'm not tasting some residual flavor in the bottle, let me taste it without the pod. Plain water, does not have any kind of a bottle taste to it. Let me take the pod off and drink out of the straw like that. I don't taste that chemicals taste that I'm getting, so that's actually in the pods. It's actually in the scent. I gotta refill this. I'm actually getting I've drank a lot of water, so I guess it's working in that respect. Let me put some more water in here and keep going. All right, I'm filled up again. Let's keep trying. Now, so far I've got kind of two that I don't love. That's the watermelon and the cherry, and I've got one that's decent, and that's the orange vanilla swirl. Here's the wild berry. Hopefully this works. Now that smells like berry. That doesn't have any kind of a chemical smell or anything, so let me try. All right, I think we got one. I think we've got one. This one actually doesn't taste that bad. All right, so there's no real weird flavor to this one. It just does have kind of a really mild berry flavor to it. It's not strong, but compared to regular water, let me see. Mild berry flavor. Just water. All right, so I think I got kind of a success on this one. It's pretty mild. It's pretty mild, but this one's acceptable. I mean, I don't mind the flavor of this one. Let me see. I have one more. I have peach. So let me try that one. The peach doesn't smell too bad either. Maybe I just got the wrong ones to start off with. Maybe it's just getting better each time. Here we go. Time for some peach. All right, the peach is kind of like honestly, the peach isn't that bad either. It's extremely mild though. It's way in the background. It's way back there. All right, so I think the peach came out pretty good. Let me go through these one more time. Oh, I don't like that cherry. It's worse now than the first time I tried it. That cherry is just not good. I thought maybe it was just like the bottle or something. It's the cherry, not good. Watermelon, not good either. They kind of taste almost the same. The watermelon and the cherry have that kind of weird flavor to it that is not good. This is the one time I don't want the flavor to work, and it does. Okay, the orange vanilla swirl, which is much better. I think that's kind of in the middle. Let me see here. The mixed berry is pretty good, and I tasted the mixed berry. And the peach, I would say, is not quite as good as the mixed berry, but certainly acceptable. So that's kind of the pecking order we got here. All right, so the good news and the bad news. The good news is I think in this case, unlike the right cup and the tasty tabs, this retro nasal device does work. I do taste the flavors that are intended, so that's a good thing. The bad news is that 2 of the 5 flavors I didn't like at all. One of them was kind of okay, the other 2 are pretty good, and all of them are very mild. I think, to be fair, I'm going to use this for a few more days before I give my final conclusion. One of the places I drink most of my water is when I'm in the car driving around, so I thought this is a great place to give you an update and also discuss a little bit the airup versus the Cirkul water bottle, because a lot of times these are mentioned in the same discussion, even though they're not exactly the same thing. The Cirkul water bottle uses flavored pods, so you're actually getting flavor in the water, and the airup is kind of flavored scent that makes you think you're getting flavor in the water. The Cirkul pods are available in stores. They're about $3.75 a piece, and they'll get you 132 ounces of water. The airup pods, I believe, are only direct from the manufacturer, and they're about $2.66 a piece, and you get 166 ounces of water. So they're a little cheaper and they cost a little less, but these are actually flavored and these are not. There's a lot of people out there that absolutely love the airup. They're huge fans. And there's a lot of people out there that say it doesn't work. I can kind of break it down to what I think are about 3 reasons why there's such a discrepancy in opinions on the airup. Number 1 is expectations. I think people that expect kind of a bold flavor, kind of what you'd find with a Cirkul, they might be disappointed because there's more of a hint of a flavor than an actual flavor. The other possibility is that you might have gotten the wrong pods. Some of these pods, in my opinion, were pretty bad, and some some weren't that bad. And the third thing is a lot of people have a different sense of smell. Not everybody's sense of smell is the same, so that might be one reason for variation. Because I'm not a huge fan, some people are going to say I'm not doing it right. Well, I'm smelling it, I'm tasting it, so I have to be doing it right. In fact, of the 3 retro nasal products I've used in the past, this is the only one I think that has worked, and I'm kind of impressed by that. I'm just not particularly fond of some of the flavors I've gotten, and they're not very strong. So to me, in the end, it's kind of gimmicky, but it does work. Your expectations, the pods you choose, and your sense of smell will all play into whether you like this or not. I'm definitely going to keep using it to go through all the pods that I bought, but when they're all out, I'm not sure if I'm going to order more or not, but I'll let you know. But that's all I've got. If you've tried the airup or the Cirkul, tell us what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.